Telangana region was merged into Andhra Pradesh in 1956. The Congress party was very strong in the state from 1956 to 1983. During the year 1983, the regional party led by a cinema hero, who is none other than N.T. Ramarao, namely the Telugudesam party came into power and continued till 1989. Again, during the general elections of the state assembly in 1989, Congress party bounced back to the power between 1989 to 1994. During the elections held to state assembly in 1994, the TDP again came to power. There was a change of leadership in TDP and it continued in power till 2004. The Congress party came back to power in 2004 assembly elections and continued till February 2014 before president rule was pronounced in the state. Telangana as a separate state is formed on 2nd June 2014. Thus, the Congress rule in Telangana can be broadly classified into four spells. This is as follows: 1948 to 40, 50, 56 to 80, 1983, 1989 to 94, 2004 to 14. During these four spells of Congress rule, a good number of leaders from Telangana, Andhra, and Rayalaseema areas had become the chief ministers. First spell, 1948 to 1949, Major J. Major General J.N. Chowdhury is from Bengal, and the other one is 49 to M.K. Vellodi from Kerala. In 1949 to 56, Morgula Ramakrishna Rao is a democratically elected leader. In 1956 to 1916, Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy. This is called second spell. 1962 to 1962. This is Damodaran Sanjeevaya. And in 1964 to 1971, Kasu Brahmananda Reddy. Sanjeeva Reddy is from Rayalaseema only. Damodaran Sanjeevaya is also from Rayalaseema. Kasu Brahmananda Reddy is from Andhra. 1971 to 1973. P.V. Narasimha Rao. He is from Telangana. Shalagam Bengal Rao is also from Telangana. 1978 to 1980, Murray Chenna Reddy. He is from Telangana. 1990 to 1982, T. Anjaya. He is also from Telangana. 1982 to 19, it is very short span, February to September. Bhavam Venkatram Reddy. He is also from Andhra. And from 1982 to 1983, K. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy. He is from Rayalaseema. There is another thing called third spell from 1989 to 1990. Mari Chenna Reddy is from Telangana. And 1992-1992, N. Nagam Janardhan Reddy is from Andhra. 1992 to 1994, K. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy is from Rayalaseema. And there is one is fourth spell, 2004 to 2009, Y.S. Rashekar Reddy from Rayalaseema. 2009 to 2010, K. Roshaya is from Andhra Pradesh, is from Andhra region. From 2010 to 2014, Nallari Kiran Kumar Reddy is also from Andhra. He's really he's from Chitturu, but his constituency is from Andhra. The state was under president's rules between 1973 to January 1973 to December 1973 and March 2014 to January 2014. Further, the non-Congress leaders N.T. Rama Rao, N. Bhaskar, Nadendra Bhaskar Rao, Nara Chandrababu Naidu were the chief ministers, longest serving chief ministers. Domination of Congress and decline of opposition. When this party was in power for about 5 decades successful in the state, the opposition parties could not take roots due to this Congress domination. Though there were powerful splits in the Congress party at the national level, the party at Andhra Pradesh was not significantly affected by these splits. By and large, Congress party in the state has been behind Mrs. Indira Gandhi and Rasa sister Rajiv Gandhi. The domination of Congress party in the states can be attributed to various factors. People give mandate to the Congress party as a party has the history of national movement. Certain sessions, certain sections of the society constitute a solid vote bank and always supported the Congress as a traditional vote bank. Congress ideology accommodates all the ideologies of the opposition. In fact, the ideology of Communist Party was conveniently accommodated by the Congress Party, and the successive governments had evolved various welfare programs to suit the ideology. The anti-poverty, pro-poor and farmer-friendly socialist policies and programs were followed by the government to win over people. The Congress Party received support from erstwhile zamindars and landlords who had fears that opposition parties endangered their economic interests. The opposition parties in the state could not provide a viable alternative to Congress, and many of the opposition leaders had been joining the Congress Party. Congress Party followed certain policies like land reforms, Garibi Hatao, rural housing, rural employment guarantee scheme, reservation, strengthening Panchayati Raj institutions and the cooperative sector, banks nationalization, making credit accessibility to poor and many other people. As a result of these progressive policies, Congress Party made inroads into the Communist Party support base. Opposition parties like Swatantra Party, Socialist Party, Communist Party, and Telugu Desam Party were on decline as they could not provide an alternative ideology or political support base to Congress. The decline of opposition is due to ineffective leaders and ideology to Congress. Congress Party enjoyed the support of various sections of people such as students, employees, professionals, educated elite, and middle class. Besides, poorer sections. These factors consistently led to the dominance of Congress and defective effective of opposition. Factionalism in Congress. The Congress Party enjoyed an unbroken record of being in power for many decades and dominated the state politics. There was continuous decline of opposition parties in the state. However, Congress Party felt opposition with itself from intra-party factionalism within the Congress and absence of any um, measure of role by opposition parties led to the creation of opposition within the Congress itself. Within the Hyderabad state, there were factions between Ramananda Tirtha and K.V. Rangareddy. After the integration of Nizam Hyderabad state into Indian Union, the Congress was integrated into Andhra region to make Andhra Pradesh in 1956. In Andhra state also, the Congress party had Pattab group versus the Prakasham group. After the formation of Andhra Pradesh, it was between Salem Sanjeeva Reddy group and Gopal Reddy group. Latter factionism was intensified with the Sanjeeva Reddy grouping coming into loggerheads with Brahmananda Reddy group. Later, there was factionism between Janna Reddy group and Janardhan Reddy group, and N. Janardhan Reddy and latter end. Later, it was N. Janardhan Reddy and YSR Reddy group. Thus, Congress Party had been witnessing opposition within itself in the form of factionalism. Just a minute. Yeah, the social base of Congress in Telangana. The Congress party in Telangana region of Andhra Pradesh was dominating the political scene as an umbrella organization that accommodated all religions, castes, and classes. The party was in the hands of land-owning classes and aligned with the middle-class urban intelligentsia, businessmen, industrialists, and merchants. The party was supported by almost all sections of the society on the basis of the role it has played in the nationalist movement. During the course of time, successive governments had been adopting various welfare policies and programs for the upliftment of weaker sections and downtrodden classes. The success of the Congress party was also due to the weakness of the opposition parties for a long time. The Congress party in Telangana region enjoyed the support of upper caste, minorities, scheduled castes, and scheduled tribes. Though there were splits in Congress party at the national level, this party in Telangana was not distributed and laid its support to Srimati Indira Gandhi. The social base of the Congress party can be understood by studying the nature of social and political groups that extended support to the party. These include the upper caste, minorities, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, backward classes, business and industrial classes, and employees and other classes as well. Upper caste in Congress. Telangana region of AP had upper caste like Reddis, Velama, Brahmins, and Khammas as a significant extent of land in concentrated in the hands of these upper castes. The castes are also known as landowning classes. Leadership of the Congress party was in the hands of Brahmins, such as Sri Burgula Ramakrishna Rao had become the chief minister of the state. This party had alliance with middle classes, urban intelligentsia, businessmen, others during these years. With the domination of Brahmin leadership, the Reddis who had agriculture as their base made efforts for prominence. By 1956, the Telangana region was made integral to Andhra Pradesh. The Hyderabad State Pradesh Congress Committee was merged with the Andhra Pradesh Congress Committee in 1957. Hence, three major castes, namely Brahmins, Reddis, and Velamas, became traditional vote banks for the Congress Party. That is, the Telugu Party was formed under the leadership of the cinema actor N.T. Ramarao. However, these three castes remained with Congress till the end of 20th century. Later developments like the formation of Telangana states under Telangana Rashtra Samiti leader K. Chandrasekhar Rao, these caste groups distanced themselves from the Congress. Land reform legislation of the Congress government affected the interests of these sections. As a result, some of these sections switched to other parties and eroded the support base to Congress. In spite of these developments, the Congress still enjoys its traditional vote banks in the Cassini areas. Thus, the Reddy rural gentry constituted the backbone of the Congress party. Into the minorities. There were Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, and Jains in Telangana. However, Muslims and Christians were politically active and formed part of the Congress support base. The emergence of BJP and other Sangh Parivar outfits, the minorities remained with the Congress and crystallized their support. In course of time, the minorities has formed an important component of the Congress as its electoral base. But these sections gradually drifted away from the party due to certain issues. The rise of Majlis, MIM, and its expansion in other areas along with Hyderabad city. The failure of the PV Narasimha government in protecting the Babri Masjid and resultant demolition indifferences during times of communal riots by some Congress government, attacks on Christian minorities and other reasons brought resentment among the minority. These were the attempts by Congress government to win back these elections by providing reservations. Scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. These sections were loyal to the Congress since post-independence. The Congress government pro-poor policies such as land distribution, rural housing, loans from nationalized banks, free power, loan waivers, scholarships, facilities for education, and public health. These sections of the Congress Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi affirmation that opportunities have to be made available to the poor, landless, Harijans, and Adivasis. The 20-point program for socio-economic development, which includes Garibi Hotap, caught the imagination of these sections and brought them to the Congress vote. However, these sections were also distancing themselves from Congress due to the failure of the state to provide employment to the educated youth, looking for alternatives to Congress in opposition parties, also such in बहुjan Samaj Party, influence of Naxalism in Taliban groups, and so on. As a result, scheduled castes, scheduled tribes also abandoned the Congress and looking for alternatives. In spite of this development, certain sections of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes still remain a traditional vote bank to the Congress. Backward classes. During the initial years of independence, the backward classes such as Gauds, Yadavs, Mudirajus, Padmashalis, Kurma, Chakali, Mangali were firmly behind the Congress. There were certain caste-specific welfare programs initiated by the Congress government brought these sections to the party's fold. But these sections were slowly abandoning the Congress due to the various reasons. The backward classes felt ignored due to lack of reservation. This was encouraged by the Indian government, and it provided 50% reservation to BCs in Panchayat Raj institutions. Further, the party, in adopting Mandal Commission's recommendations in providing reservations to OBCs, had an impact on BC support to Congress in Telangana. In course of backward classes drifted away from the Congress and aligned themselves with other parties that promised fair representation. However, there were attempts by the Congress government to win them back. Them back. Business and the industrial classes. The business groups and the industrial classes were by and large with the Congress Party. These groups were associated with the Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Associated Chamber of Commerce. These groups were lobbying budgetary concessions, tax reliefs, loans from the nationalized banks, and other interests by solidly lending their support to the Congress, fearing backlash from these trade unions controlled by communist parties. These groups were generously contributing for the success of the Congress from 1990 onwards. These groups also demanded protectionism from government in the form of export subsidies on the one hand and made use of the rules and regulations of economic liberalization and free trade. On the other hand, however, these groups slowly drifted away from its fold and were attracted to the rightist ideologies of the Bharatiya Janata Party, particularly the North and Central Indian businessmen and traders located in Hyderabad city abandoned the Congress and aligned with the BJP, but some of the business and industrial classes still stand as a social and political support base to Congress viewers, employees, workers, and others. The Congress Party obtained the support of some of the employees, workers, and pensioners for a long time, periodically pay The revisions, declarations of regular dearness allowances, extending bonus facility to workers of industrial units, implementation of minimum wages, etc., reimbursement facilities for health expenditure, and other related announcement of successive governments endeared these sections to Congress. The Congress government also extended certain unique benefits like compassionate appointments to employees. And in spite of these measures of the government, there were certain issues that led to a standoff between the government led by the Congress party and the employees and workers of Telangana. Among these issues, the problems of penetration of employees of other regions of the state into the Telangana region. The people of Andhra and Rayalaseema regions entered into the Hyderabad in violation of presidential order and fake Mulki certificate. This hampered the promotional chances of the Telangana employees. Further, the Congress government made attempts to declare Hyderabad as a free zone and invoked the 14F subclause F provision of the order in course of time. The government led by Congress made certain corrective measures to assure the feelings of Telangana employees, but a significant proportion of Telangana employees and workers drifted away for its support base and started supporting other parties. However, there are still certain families of employees who strongly support the Congress party for its role in realization of separate statehood for Telangana. Policies and programs of Congress. The Congress party and its powerful some of the policies formulated by the Congress party were land reforms. What are these land reforms? The, during the initial years of merger of Nizam state, they abolished this Jagindari system, Hyderabad Tenancy and Agricultural Lands Act, Hyderabad Tenancy and Agricultural Lands Act amendments. The first act abolished the Jagindari system. As a result of this, tenant farmers were relieved from paying the higher taxes of land revenue. The other two acts provided the tenancy security for a period of 10 years to tenant farmers. Just a minute. Yeah, now the disturbance has been cleared. And so there is another policy was that Garib Bhi Hata, which is a poverty elevation program. The slogan was given by the Mrs. Indira Gandhi at the time of 1917. Under this slogan, they formulated the many programs to elevate this poverty. One under the Garibi Hata, rural poor were assured for the food grains, and the loans were extended to small and margin, cheaper loans were given to small and marginal families. Welfare programs like land distribution, minimum wages, land to rural artisans, and employment guarantees to Dalit and Adivadis were given and taken. However, there was a political turmoil in the state resulted from separate Telangana agitation in Jayadra movement created former leadership vacuum in the state. This has resulted in half-hearted implementations of this state. So these policies were not fully implemented, just like namesake they are on the paper. It was talking. And there is another policy called in Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Guarantee Employment Act, which is called MG Narega Rural Employment Guarantee Program. Under these programs broadly included Integrated Rural Development Program, Johar Rojgar Yojana, and Johar Gram Sadak Gram Samriddhi Yojana, Indira Awas Yojana, food for work program, Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana, and these things. These programs assured employment to rural poor and prevented rural to urban migration. Notable among them was the MG Narega, which was amended in 2005. This is a very important act at that time, which provided 100 days assured employment from every year to every year for every household. Some of these schemes also provided for reservation to women. In spite of many positive regulations in this act, it was criticized for not having transparency in release of funds and work allocations. 20-point programs and other welfare programs. uh, health for all, outreach of primary and secondary education to all, equity for women, housing to the people, improvement of slums, social forestry, protection of environment, responsive administration. Accordingly, there were successive governments in Andhra Pradesh. So these things were part of the 20-point program, welfare program. And there was another Panchayat Raj scheme. In this Panchayat Raj scheme, the recommendation of this resulted in the formation of AP Panchayat Raj Act. This act provided for the periodical conduction of elections to Panchayat Raj institutions in the state and strengthening them with finances. There was a lot of criticism against Congress in these matters. A group of leaders approached the state high court and diluted the process with inordinate delays in conducting elections. There is another social security program which is where her various welfare programs aimed at alleviating poverty according to the public distribution system, supply of food grains and subsidized prices for the poor. For welfare programs such as the free power to farmers, Rajiv Arogya to parents, patients suffering from alignments, Power Avadi, 25 paise interest rate loans for rural and urban poor women, pensions of disabled, pensions to the disabled, old age, and other people, and so on. The government also introduced Indirama, integrated novel development in rural areas and model municipal areas to ensure overall development of villages and municipal. So there is another thing called Jala. The Congress government led by Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy initiated the Jala Yagam for the development of irrigation infrastructure in backward and drought-prone areas. Under this program, the government aimed at constructing and repairing major and minor irrigation programs in India, in Andhra Pradesh. Congress rule in Telangana identity. Congress party ruled the state of Andhra Pradesh, in which Telangana was an integral part. The Congress ruled by successive governments in Telangana region witnessed certain positive attributes and negative implications. While this rule successfully brought green revolution, growth of other sectors of development, strengthening of Panchayat Raj institution and self-help groups, and avowed implementation of Panchayat Raj system in the state of Telangana. It could also brought certain negative tendencies such as regional imbalances, political instability, instances of injustice to Telangana in matters of river water sharing, public employment, and transfer of Telangana surplus revenues to other regions, and so on. In fact, the negative implications of Congress rule is led to despair among mass and resulted in crystallizing of the Telangana identity. Telangana's Congress Legislative Forum. This forum was a pressure group within the Congress state legislature and demanded safeguards for Telangana interests. During the month of August 2000, the forum presented a detailed memorandum to the All India Congress Party President Srimati Sonia Gandhi. While she was visiting the state, the forum was very active within the legislative houses and outside in showcasing the Telangana interests. Some of the prominent members of this forum were also to become ministers when Congress Party came in power in 2004 and 2009. This forum was instrumental in making Telangana issues as a national issue. This had led to its inclusion in the Common Minimum Program of UPA government during the times of election for state legislature and national parliament. This forum acted as a pressure group to highlight the problems of Telangana in the election manifesto of the Congress. So, what are these? So, this chapter has been finished. So, what sort of model questions will be there? Discuss the social base of Congress in Telangana. What is the social base? Means nothing but this BC backward minorities, SC, STs. They have designed separate policies for them. So, on this, you can write. What were the policies and programs of the Congress party in the state? In this Garibi Hatao and the pension schemes, 20 point welfare programs, etc. And MG Narega, these act, Indira Mahillu, Indira Awas Yojana, Rajiv Awas Yojana, Rajiv Rojgar, all these rural and urban development, integrated rural and urban development. These schemes can be written here, and you should explain in detail by quoting some sort of numbers. And which state has given more successful results in this, like that, you have to protect. Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, which is nothing but Mahatma Gandhi's National MG Narega, which was enacted in 2005 on this 100 days guaranteed employed program for every household which is facing unemployment. That one you can write. Um, I think. And what is this 20 pointer program? What are the 20 pointer these welfare programs? You have to write all this. Social security programs of Congress government. What are the social security programs means? What you will write? It is nothing but uh, you will be writing about this uh, pension programs, public-private provident fund, EPFO, and all those things. It will be coming. Jalayagnam, which was started by the Y.S. Rajshekar Reddy in Andhra Pradesh, that thing which you will be writing. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be discussing the another chapter, uh, which is emergence of Telugu Desam Party and its policies, which is Unit 6. We shall meet tomorrow again at the same time. By the time. Bye bye. See you.